Weenie. I'm in the middle of a panic attack, but my boobs look big.
Another day, another morning of crabbing, baby. Let's do this.
Thanks! I love you.
They do look big.
They look huge.
It was a needlefish that literally had algae or seaweed, and it literally looked like a little hula skirt. It was cool. Something that we've been trying to prioritize lately is just getting out, especially when we wake up in the mornings. It feels so damn good.
We haven't been doing very well at
No, we've been fucking up.
Bro, I don't think we've left the house in like 5 days.
We've been getting a little stir crazy.
And there's gonna be a hurricane, so we're gonna be stuck inside. Damn,
So that's why we're out.
Kitty? Cassie? Weenie, flower, combo. Yo, that's sick. Thanks. I mean, I picked it. Thanks.
Alright, so when you're at the beach, you don't have any boards, you can body surf. It's the most beautiful thing ever. It feels like you're a dolphin, but not really. But like you are. Right here in the inlet, water's slurping really hard this way. But
Is
the
it
waves
now?
are pushing this way. We're gonna try to ride these waves with my body without getting slurped out to sea. To do this. We're gonna do it. This is tiring. So earlier, 5 minutes ago, Maddie and I were here on the water and pointed out, he was like,
I was like, oh, Jim, why does the water look like this? He was like, what? And I was like, oh my gosh, fish! And then, just like that, a fucking shark jumped out of the fucking water. Like, what, like 3 feet away? I didn't like that. Okay, no, I got like, it was kind of sick. It was like, honestly, it was like a song. I was like, what? This is crazy. Like, what? And I was like, are you sure that was a shark? And he was like, maybe a snagging fin? And I was like, yeah? No. Yeah? Yeah, it was a shark. That's not a shell.
wow! Visual representation of how drastically the tide moves here. So it's like 1 o'clock right now, and low tide is at like 3 o'clock. So it's not even the lowest that it goes. But the tide is currently right there, right? Now, coming all the way over here, we got Maddie up here. We've been walking for a little bit already now. But there's this whole ass tide pool on this side of like the sandbank that fills up once it's high tide. And look, like she's still walking over to it, and then it goes even further past. It's crazy. Like an ocean river. We're here at the jetty. There's hella fishermen. There's just tons of fish in the water altogether. And we're gonna see what we can find on these rocks. In there? Oh, whoa. Chilling? Just ran by with a Cheeto in its mouth, and I'm really excited. Oh, there he is! That was really cool. You ever seen the inside of a barnacle? You want to see? There he goes! Fucking barrels, brah! Barrel boners. So something really interesting that I actually found out is with these mangrove trees though, they have like these roots that come up and like stick out of the ground, and they're pretty gnarly looking. But what's really cool is they look like they'd be really spiky and hard, but believe it or not,
they're like a bunch of soft leaves.
navigating with a bucket and a net is always fun. Oh, apparently there's gonna be a hurricane. Everyone's stocking up on waters and this double dip nuts, unbelievable. All right, so today we had actually a pretty successful day crabbing. The morning was pretty damn slow. We had like 2 crabs like the entire day. And then like right toward the end, we got another 3. So it's nighttime now and we obviously gotta cook these crabs up. Let's do this. And hit the water with some salt, hit it with some sugar. And hella garlic. All right, once it's boiling, we're gonna go ahead and put our crabs in, baby. Okay, so the reason that we put it on ice is to basically put the crabs in a dormant state. Essentially, once their body temperatures go down to a certain level, they essentially just kind of freeze, right? But without freezing them, without killing them. So that's why we're putting the towel down as well. So that way it doesn't shock them. It just kind of just gently puts them down into that temperature, as opposed to if you just have the ice in the cooler and then you just, you know, throw the crabs in, it ends up shocking the crabs and ends up killing them. Because they just don't do well with rapid changes of temperature like that. Same reason why, say for instance, like when you have a new fish or something and you have an aquarium and you put the bag in the water and you let it float, the reason you do that is so that way it can acclimate slowly. Same concept with the towel in the cooler, the more you know. And so you probably saw the crab move, they're still awake. And what you wanna do is you wanna just go ahead, you flip them upside down and then you just plop them in, just like that. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring these back up to a boil and then let them boil for 13 minutes. All right, and 13 minutes later, the crabs are done. And I just wanna show you just how orange this one is, because it's just absolutely beautiful. Ready for this? Ready for this? Ah, look at that. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna start and crack these, start eating, and do our thing.